Hello everyone and welcome back to the Miser's Guide to Evony. In this video we are going to be talking about Keep 7. All the required buildings, resource costs, and so on for Keep 7, unlocked buildings and features at this stage. We're going to talk about some of the upcoming buildings that you might want to be unlocking and so on, and just general recommendations and commentary for this stage. So to start off, for Keep 7, you need to have walls up to 6. Just like every other keep, your walls need to be maxed at the previous level. And here is where we get to that military technology, the research that I said before that you want to think ahead to. We're finally here. So hopefully you have worked on that a bit and you are able to research your conscription. And once you have that in wall 6 and the resources, you are ready to get your Keep 7. So the resources required for the keep only are 42,300 food, 43,000 lumber, and then now you're starting to get the additional resource of stone, so you do have to start working on that as well. And then if you include some of the other buildings, you have about 60,000 of the food and lumber, and then you have that 10,000 or so stone. And the stone is going to start to be introduced, and you'll see that it'll kind of even out, but they give you a slow ramping up of each resource as it comes into play. All right, the unlocked building at this stage is the forge. I'm not going to talk about necessarily what the forge is, other than it's used for crafting gear and all that. If you want to learn more about forge, you can take a look at the building spotlight for the forge, and I'll run through a lot more detail of what that building is really used for. The unlocked features at this level, we have royal waybills, so you can actually start to receive things. So if you're in an alliance or you're playing with other players and they have some items, whatever kind of items that you might need, you can trade using royal waybills, which for the most part come through events or through purchasing packs. That's where you're going to get most of these royal waybills. But there are other ways to trade. You can trade just by sending resources to another player, and I don't know if that's unlocked right away. It's called transport, but there is a tax to transport as well. It's not super efficient. So some of the better ways to trade resources is to use Royal Waybill with the 500,000 packs and so on. But use it how you want to. And that's just something that is now there as a feature. Okay, thinking ahead to future stuff, well, we have more military technology requirements that are coming up. So we've already got the conscription, but a couple levels down, if you look in the military tab, you have a second requirement that will come up in a future keep level. So make sure you are keeping on top of those military techs, just getting the prerequisites and working your way down as you upgrade that academy. And then if you have any spare time with research, then you can go ahead and do it in the production and start to work on things like your building construction speed and your research speed. Those are very valuable to start off. All right, buildings that are required, you're going to have Academy 7 for Keep 8. That is going to be a requirement. You have Army Camp 8 for Keep 9 and the Warehouse 9 for Keep 10. General recommendations as before, make sure you're keeping on top of the mysterious puzzle, especially at a low level. Continue to prioritize that military research because you need it to keep moving up in keep level. So you do want to prioritize that, and then work on your advancement and all that stuff, the production side and building construction. That sort of stuff is very, very important, but I would prioritize getting the prerequisites for the military first, so you're not slowing yourself down when it comes time to building your keep. Make sure you are using Cleopatra to join bosses because of that double drop rate. So try to stick to bosses that have good speed ups in them rather than knights and Vikings and stuff at an early stage that have materials and gold, which is very valuable at a later stage. But what you're looking at, what you're looking for right now is speed ups for growth. So you're looking at just plain old bosses like boss 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up. And you're also looking at some of the event bosses, like you have golems and witches, but you're looking at level 3 and level 4 and level 1. Level 2 is usually healing speed ups, which you won't really need so much for growth. But I would double check that stuff first before you disclude. You don't want to necessarily not do the bosses just because you thought otherwise. So definitely check what drops and what is inside the chests, and get that into consideration as well. Another thing to think about, and I don't have it written here, is you want to try to get first downs as well. So especially if you're on a new server, try to kill Monster 1, Monster 2, Monster 3, Monster 4 once all the way up, and you'll get first down rewards, which will give you prestige. It will give you Monarch experience. You don't have to keep killing them, just that one time to make sure that it has been done. Same thing with the bosses, all the way from boss 1 and up. The very first time you kill it, you'll get first down rewards. So try to get those as possible. Oh, look, it actually was on my list. I thought I didn't write that down and I forgot, but no, it was actually there. And of course, also make sure you are completing the daily activity. Daily activity is super important because you get all these little chests and speed ups and other things that are very valuable at a lower stage. Lastly, a big thank you to all the channel supporters. If you want to become a channel member, then you can click the join button and take a look at the different packages that are there. But just subscribing and supporting the channel is also very beneficial. So thank you for that. That's all for this video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.